Hey there folks, Chris Waters here to host you on our continuing look at Steam Early Access games. Survival is the theme today, and it's an appropriate one, given how early access purchases can often provide a sustaining boost to development teams to help them finish their games. Plus, there's just like a ton of survival games on early access, so today we're going to see how different 3 games on the same subject can be, or how not different, as the case may be. In the world of Rust, you must contend with cold, hunger, thirst, and unhinged maniacs whose only wish in the world is to smash your head in with a big old rock. For this report, we go to GameSpot's resident unhinged maniac himself, Sean McInnes.
This shit no good, this shit no good, this shit no good. It's no good, it's no good.
Rust is an open-world survival game where you pretty much start out as a caveman. See, your only weapon at the beginning of this game is a big, clumsy rock. But as you run around chipping away at trees and boulders, you'll soon harvest enough resources to craft all kinds of stuff, whether it's a hatchet, a bow and arrow, or even a campfire to cook meat. But the crafting doesn't end there. See those buildings? Actual players created those. It's that focus on crafting tools and building structures that really sets this game apart from DayZ. But just like DayZ, interactions between players are a big part of the fun. Sure, you can join a no PvP server to craft in peace, but where's the fun in that?
This bear is dead, gentlemen. We may feast upon the spoils.
What makes Rust so entertaining is that you never know whether another player is gonna give you survival tips or trade items with you, or simply kill you on sight. There's a lot of work left to be done with Rust, like the way you collect chicken breast from a dead bear. But there's a huge amount of potential here. For $20, you can have a lot of fun with Rust.
Well, he died as he lived, awkwardly with his butt hunched up in the air.
The title of our next game is 7 Days to Die. Is it a challenge meant to be defied? Is it a goal meant to be achieved? Is it a laughable impossibility that no one could ever accomplish and it's meant to make you feel like you're bad at video games? I'll let you decide for yourself which one it was for me.
In 7 Days to Die, you must survive the zombie apocalypse. But there's no helicopter waiting on the roof to whisk you away to safety, no safe refuge to flee to. You're in it for the long haul, so after you've scavenged some weapons and food from the houses, cars, and piles of garbage, it's time to get crafty. This is a Minecraftian world in which you punch dirt to get sand, punch trees to get wood, and then, with a little luck and ingenuity, build yourself a towering palace to stand the test of time. Or just, plug up a doorway and hope for the best. You can go it alone and hope to survive the waves of nasties that come after you, but combat is not where this game shines. 7 Days really works better as a cooperative game, where you can learn from the more experienced players, pool your efforts and resources, and take better advantage of the pretty neat crafting system. On the early access spectrum, 7 Days is definitely closer to the alpha stage, so unless you're a voxel-holic looking for your next fix, it might behoove you to wait a little while before digging into this zombie craft-pocalypse.
Remember that time that DayZ was a game that you could play, but it was actually a mod, so they decided to make a full game and call that DayZ, but then that was in beta for the foreseeable future? It's alright, keeping track of these things can be hard sometimes. That's why we've got Ty Root with an update on the freshest DayZ of the bunch.
Once an insanely popular Arma 2 mod, DayZ is now a full-fledged standalone alpha title. And the dev team has a very clear warning for you. If you do not know what an alpha is or do not want to support the dev process of DayZ, don't buy this game. But if you're a fan of Insta-Death or games like Rust and Terraria, and you want to participate in a grand social experiment that very well could accurately portray a real-life zombie apocalypse, then DayZ is for you. And for those who played the original mod, it may be worth checking out again, since DayZ Standalone has a number of big improvements, especially when it comes to your inventory. You'll start off as a random survivor on the island of Chinaris, with nothing more than a flashlight and the clothes on your back. It's up to you to stay conscious long enough to find food, water, shelter, supplies, and weapons, all things necessary to stay alive in DayZ, because once you're dead, you're dead. It's survival of the fittest in DayZ, and when you run into another human, all bets are off. Do you surrender and hope for mercy? Do you call for a truce? Do you attempt to join forces? Well, in case you're still on the fence, just know it's possible for other players to detain and handcuff you while their squad mates drain you of your blood just before they shoot you in the face and steal all your shit. To me, that is fucking awesome.
Another 3 games down, another entry in GameSpot's Steam Early Access Special complete. Those were 3 of the most directly comparable games we've featured so far, so I fully expect all of you to get down in the comments below and chime in on which perilous program you'd prefer to play. And yes, you get bonus points for alliteration. I'll see you tomorrow for the final episode.